Hi, this is the first in a series of videos where I'm going to tell you how to play the Swiss card game Kaiserspiel. Kaiserspiel is a rare but really special Swiss card game that I really enjoy. And actually, whenever you play this card game, you're taking part in a historical act, because Kaiserspiel is the closest direct descendant of Karneval, which is a card game which dates back to at least 1426 and used to be played widely across Europe. And it's one of, if not the, first card games to introduce the concept of a chosen suit or a trump suit, which can beat cards in the other suits. So why do I like it, and what distinguishes it from other card games? Well, there's a few things. Firstly, there's a totally anarchic card order and trumping rules, which actually got the game into an awful lot of trouble with the church back in the day and the establishment. Secondly, you can play any card to any suit, any trick, so that's pretty anarchic and different to other games. And thirdly, you can talk as much as you like about what cards you have, what you want your partner to do, or you can use some pretty wicked signalling to show what kind of cards you've got on your hand. Hence, as a result of all that, it's a very sociable game. And it's a good game for people that really don't like trying to remember and following rigid rules when they're learning a new game. However, despite all that apparent randomness and anarchy, it is actually also a very strategic game. Let's move on to talk about the cards. Kaiserspiel is played with a really unique set of cards. They have the Swiss suits. There are 48 cards in the pack. Here is what they look like. There are 4 suits. There's shields, flowers, bells and acorns. These cards, as you can tell, are a kind of beautiful reproduction pack based upon some original cards that were from the 16th century but only discovered in a Swiss archive in 2011. These particular cards are a bit pricey, but they're lovely and you can get hold of them, or a cheaper version of a pack of Kaiserspiel cards from the jasshop.ch, which will be up on your screen now. So postage is a bit pricey from Switzerland if you don't live in Switzerland, as you probably don't if you're watching this video. So I recommend you get yourself some Swiss Jas cards, a standard pack of Swiss Jas cards at the same time, maybe a few of each. And maybe even buy yourself a slate on which you can record your scores, which we'll come on to in a later video. So, back to the cards. Rather than Ace, King, Jack in another game of cards, the top 3 cards in each suit are the King, the Over and the Under. Here we've got the shield suit laid out for you to show what they look like. Underneath the Under, there's a gap, and after that come the 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 and 2. The twos do not have a numeral on them, but they do have 2 of the given suit symbol on. That's how you spot the 2s. Right at the bottom is the 10s. You might think, well, hang on, what happened to the 8 and 9? And why is the 10 right down the bottom? Well, firstly, the 8s and 9s are removed from the pack entirely and we don't play with those. So actually, rather than the 48 cards in the pack, we play with the 40. And the 10s are also known as the banners, as you can see from the symbol on the card. They are very significant cards. The 10s are usually converted to trumps, known as Kaisers, during the deal, and that's where the name, where the game gets its name from, Kaiserspiel, Emperor game. If the banners are not converted to trumps during the deal, they become a worthless card, hence effectively at the bottom of the suit, and that they can't even win a trick. But normally they would be converted to trumps during the deal. And in the next episode of this series, I'm going to tell you how the trump suit works.